So traders, silver and gold today, very big selling price movement in the metals today. And that's exactly what I want to be focusing on in this video today, guys. So we're getting a lot of selling pressure in these markets today. And I want to share with you like the big keys of reasons why this is happening, but why it's actually not all bad news with this actual markets here, guys. Okay, so guys, if you need help, make sure you grab access to that trading course, my trading course I'm giving away for free. There's actually 4 phases. The biggest mistakes, chart reading strategies that's been working since the 1950s, my #1 trading system, and more. First thing in the description there, guys. So we can see here by looking at the actual gold price, we've actually been having a bit of a selling movement through here. And this was actually expected. If you've watched my videos for the last few days, you would know that I'm saying the market's not ready yet. We're not ready to actually see another move to the upside. So while I have actually, and as you guys know, from this day, you can actually look back at my last few videos if you haven't seen them. And I've been talking about false breakout patterns, the market's not ready yet, and so on and so forth, right? And so what we're looking at here is we're seeing silver and gold actually having that drop, again, which was expected because there's just simple analysis around these markets. And the thing is, guys, is that if you understand how the markets work, and this is where, for me, guys, with my trading system, again, I teach you my trading system for free in that course below. But the way these markets work, guys, the market's like a big energy field, right? We must understand that that if the market uses a lot of, if the market goes up a lot, it's using a lot of energy, right? Using a lot of energy, and then suddenly after that, we need a period of time where the market's going to rest. If you just understand that concept, big movement up equals generally quite a good movement sideways. But if we have a really big movement up and then suddenly we get a little pullback, like not much, guess what? It's not ready yet to have another big move. We need a real good extended period of sideways or a slight little drop to refuel to get going again. Makes sense? So that's what I'm seeing right now when it comes to the to silver and gold. You can see silver and gold complete and utter false breakout pattern here on the gold market. This is exactly what I've been talking about, false breakout. Big selling movement in the markets today on a short-term level here. So I do expect to see gold's next support level is around that sort of 2,800 level. That's what I do believe gold is probably going to get to from there. But the reason why I said at the start of this video is like, yes, there's more to come, bloodbath. The reason why I said that is because one, I do see that. Secondly, but then I also said it's not all bad news. And the reason why I say it's not all bad news is because if you look at these markets here, right? If you look at this actual market here right now, you can see, and this is what I was saying before, guys, right? Look at this here. We had all this very big up move, and then now we had this little drop. Like that's to me, guys, that's all the rest we had. Like we need what? For a big move to come, we generally need a really good long extended period of not much going on, which is refueling in the markets before we actually start to get going again. Makes sense, right? So that's what we're seeing through here. And so therefore, guess what? I'm expected to see something like that. So when it comes to an actual I call it like a box sort of thing. So I like to draw a box from the low to the high point of where this move was up, and then if I'm trying to see roughly what would the amount of time it needs going sideways, well then I'm going to draw. This is what's called a price and time box, right? Then I'm going to draw this here. As you can see, that gold is actually the reason why gold is fouling here is because it's not always the exact science, right? Sometimes it can exit like it could exit right here, so it might exit right here. Sometimes what can happen is the market can actually start to like go out through here for a while and then start to see the up move. But as you can see, it's roughly around this area here of where the market needs the resting before it's potentially getting ready to go again, right? Really, really, really important. So that's the reason why this here has been a false breakout, because it's nowhere near its resting phase. It's nowhere near rested enough, which is AKA sideways before that. Because remember, guys, what was this? The only sideways we got was what? Or a slight movement was that there. And then Can you imagine going to the gym for an hour and a half, entirely exhausted, then having like an hour rest? Even after an hour rest, are you ready to go again? No, you need what? You need a whole night's sleep, right? Before you get going again. So, on the back of what I just said there, guys, I don't expect this thing to be a big drop. I do expect to see now gold to actually have a nice good drop out of this. So we may even get like a 50% retracement out of gold. Like I'm actually expecting a lot of weakness out of these markets, guys. So yeah, we may even get like a 50% retracement. All right, so somewhere through there. So we may even get like a movement down to here somewhere, right? We definitely do have, when it comes to trend lines, we definitely do have a big trend line coming up through there. So this whole 2200 level may be an area where gold does start to come back down to, which is going to freak a lot of people out. And the reason why is because I actually saw a lot of people when silver broke out of this level through here. I saw a lot of people on the good old YouTubes saying buy the silver breakout, and I'm like, no, no. For trading purposes anyway, right? If you're buy and hold for 10 years, but that's not what I'm talking about. So the thing for silver, right? Look what's happening now, right? We're getting this drop. In the last few videos, I've been talking about the silver actually dropping through here, right? It's really simple. So up, higher, low, up. Now we're coming back down to possibly make another high, low, and away we go. Now the question is how deep is this pullback going to be, right? Is it just going to come back down to this level through here? Or is it going to be a lot more? So we can see what's happening through here with silver, but I do expect to see, if we have a look at silver right now, silver had this very big move up, so I'm not expecting too much of a drop out of silver. As you can see from here, we're looking at this weekly chart here. Yeah, like that's that next resistance level here, so I'm not expecting too much like this. That's that major level, that $29 level. It's like 2,900. So 2,900. Can you imagine that? Silver's probably going to be 2,900 one day. Probably long after I'm dead. Right? So as you can see, guys, what's happening here, guys? Remember, what I'm saying here, guys, is just general analysis around like how markets work, right? We go up, we get pullbacks, we go up, we get pullbacks, we go up, we get pullbacks, we go up, right? So seeing this pullback here is nothing. It's not rocket science. It's just understanding the flows of the markets and how they work and so on and so forth, right? So we can see it through there. So I'm expecting to see silver to have a bit more of a weakness through here, but probably, or maybe not a lot, but we're seeing it through there because then we definitely see this $28.50 to $29 level. There's a lot of support level coming through there, but once that happens, guys, then we have a really good chance, depending on how this big move is come, we have a good chance of maybe even coming down through to here, maybe finding support and then picking back up and then making our way back up to around that $35 level there. So that, as you can see, traders, all this is, what is this all about? This is just understanding the flows of the markets. We had a really, and that's the reason why, guys, if you're new to trading, when the market goes up a lot, you don't want to be waiting for the market to go up and starting to buy here. Because then guess what? Then the market is then going to do something like this. This is just how markets work. This is the reason why you always wait for some sort of sideways period or some sort of a pullback before you get into your next trade.